me and letting me come. I love this story. And as you said, it changed my life. So I'm here for that reason, right? I know what it can mean for your life. And so why am I here? Why am I here is first of all for the distributors in this room. Raise your hand. Because I just want to deepen your belief and expand your vision about how big this opportunity is so that we can explode this company to that global brand that we are. So that's one of my purposes tonight, but it's also for the guests who are here, because really, thank you for introducing in the beginning, because I remember 6 years ago when this was introduced to me. And so I just want to say to every single guest, thank you for learning. Because really, that's all that this is helping people learn to see that there is another way, a better way for darn sure, I can tell you that. But really just to help you understand what it is that we're so passionate and excited about, and that's my goal tonight. Because 6 years ago, someone changed my life. I wasn't expecting it, I wasn't looking for it, I didn't know I needed it. I'm the mother of 3 teenage sons. That's what I do. That's who I am. It's my purpose in life. But before they were born, I was in the corporate world. And I was fortunate to be given some incredible opportunities that were, because I worked hard, right? If we work hard, right, they show up. So I worked hard, but one of those opportunities was life-changing. And it was life-changing because I was at the beginning. Didn't know it, but I had a hunch on it, right? I was given an opportunity to have IBM all over the world as my client, and to try to go in and sell software. I knocked on their door for 6 months. We're IBM, we don't use consultants, until one of those vice presidents said, you are in the right place at the right time. And that's what I want to say to you as a guest here tonight. You are here tonight, and you are in the right place at the most perfect time in this company's story. So I'm going to get to that story, because I want you to leave tonight knowing what you have in your hands and why this opportunity is so big. Because why would you do anything different, right? Why would you change anything that you're doing unless there was something life-changing to change it for? Would you agree? Mm-hmm. Perfect. So the first thing we're going to do is look at what's a life-changing opportunity. And then we're going to look at Life Manage and measure it up to that, so that you can see whether this is that life-changing opportunity. And then we're going to show you what that means for you. Fair? Mm-hmm. Good. Let's go then. Let's go get started. So first of all, if you were looking at a business opportunity, which is what we're here to look at, I'm going to take the welcome sign off, even though you are still welcome. I want you to know. Don't leave. Please don't leave. So, life-changing opportunity. What does that look like, right? Would being at the beginning of Apple or Microsoft or Facebook, or in the network marketing business, Amway, Nu Skin, Mary Kay, would those, being at the beginning, would that be a life-changing opportunity? Mm-hmm. Who gets those chances? People who know somebody, right? Yeah. Somebody knew them. You know somebody you got here. So being at the beginning is really one of those life-changing moments, right? How often are they going to happen, if ever, in a lifetime? So when we look at an opportunity, I'm going to draw a circle here to show. The biggest part of a life-changing opportunity is what? Timing, right? To be at the beginning is everything. Timing, right? Because you can have the best product and the best compensation plan, but if everybody had it, you wouldn't, that's not an opportunity, right? So what comes next after timing? Because that's life-changing. What comes next? Is it compensation or is it product? I know, I say product, but I've learned, right, that you could have the greatest product in the whole world, right? And you have it before anybody else has it, right? So the timing is incredible. But you get paid pennies to bring it to market. Would you go do that? No, you take it, right? You consume it, and that's the benefit of it, but it's not a business opportunity. So really, after timing, the next most important marker for life-changing is a compensation. And I got to tell you right now, I was really good in school, but my handwriting got C's. And I should change that. I should write slower and make it better. So can you see this over there? Am I blocking this? So we got timing, we got compensation. What's next in terms of important if you're looking at an opportunity? Product, right? Because you got to have something to bring to market that people need, right? Otherwise, there's no market, no opportunity. And then what's next? Next is, does it work, right? Can I be successful? Can I do this, right? Is there a plan in place where I can succeed if I've got all of those components? And that's called the system. This is moving. I'm going to have to put this down so I can hold it. Hold on. So this is called the system. This is actually a small whiteboard too because I'm like a big, right? I'm going, whoa. Okay, and then there's some other things in a company that are good, nice to have, but they're not this, right? You've got to have an incredible moment of timing, compensation, products, system in place to be successful, but other things that are nice to have but not need to have. So LifeVantage, right? Who are we and where are we? Well, first of all, LifeVantage is a publicly traded company, so LFVN is our ticker symbol. And the beautiful part about that is everything I'm going to share today, you can go look it up, right? We're transparent. You can see where we've been and where we are today and get the idea of where we're going to go into the future. But when we look at timing, this first part, where does LifeVantage fit in that timing circle? We're going to look at a business model that's not a network marketing model. It's Peter Drucker economics. This is a business model that Microsoft went through, Apple went through, right? New Skin, Amway. They went through the same business model. Any business that's successful goes through this model. And it begins with that point, right? Where you open that door, right? Where you go forward. And that very early stage is called the pioneering stage. And the pioneering stage is just what it is, right? How many pioneers made it over the mountains over there, right? Daughter pass. Did a lot get lost on that journey? Right? Pioneering means that you've got to prove that you have something that people want. You've got a way to get that story told. You've got the financial ability and the leadership to get that company through that pioneering stage. And many companies fail at this point. But when you make it through that pioneering stage, proving that brand, and you hit this magic point called critical mass or momentum, critical mass is where all of a sudden people start, not all of a sudden, because you had to get to that point, right? But people start recognizing you, recognizing your brand. It's that branding point when it's like in Sonoma, a smaller town, you're on it, dang, I need it, right? It's where people just come in and then where 80% of the growth happens, it's called momentum. Massive growth, momentum. It's where 80% of the wealth is created. So in terms of timing, right, momentum, and then stabilization, right, where the company matures and stabilizes. Kind of like, I was going to say Apple, but that new watch came out, so who knows, so don't do it again, right? So momentum. So where, in terms of timing, do you want to be if you're going to talk about life changing? Pioneer? So I can tell you, because we were here in the pioneering stage, in 2009, when these products were pulled from market. It was hard, right? We were a company, and let me just show you, that in 2009, when LifeVantage pulled these products from a retail shelf, put into this network marketing model, we were a company doing $4 million in revenues a year, $4 million annually. Investor watch, a lot of that. My husband said, "What are you crazy? That is the worst balance sheet I've ever seen. I don't think they'll be in business in a year." And I'm very grateful to the incredible leaders who stepped up, who understood the business model. I've got to be honest, I watched and sold a bunch of products. Because they understood the business model, they knew it worked, and they ran, and they took LifeVantage in that first year from $4 million to $11.5 million and break even. And at that moment I went, dang, this thing works, and the products work, right? So $4 million, 5 years later to $215 million. $4 million to $250 million in 5 years, second worst economy. Is that big?
Yes.
Hello? Does that prove that we've made it through the pioneering stage? Do we prove that the business model is working? Are people learning?
Yes.
And when they learn about those products, do they want them?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Right. So we have made it through the pioneering stage. That's why I say this moment is the best moment. Because you are able to walk in today and tell the story about a company that went from $4 million to $215 million and didn't have to build it. You didn't have to write that story. Are you happy?
Yep.
Yes.
I promise you this is the best time because we are still before critical mass. We're about here. We have 85,000 distributors. In terms of a global multi-billion-dollar network marketing company, a couple million would be a low, right? Because, right? A couple million distributors would be a low. So 200,000 would be in the top 10%. We have 85,000 in 7 countries. Are we still a secret?
Yes.
Yes.
Timing is incredible at LifeVantage. Would you agree?
Yes.
So let's go to this compensation. So we are here before critical mass and momentum. You've got the opportunity today to start paddling that wave before the big tsunami comes. And that big tsunami is going to be an incredible moment, right? Because we're going to do it. So we're going to go to compensation because compensation is next. Timing, LifeVantage, timing couldn't be better, okay? Compensation. Because we are a publicly traded company, forgot to say now on the NASDAQ, we know exactly how much money we bring in and we know exactly where we pay it out. And so this income disclosure statement is incredible because 5 years ago, we have 6 bonuses, but we didn't know if they'd work, right? Would they pay out? Would they reward the right behaviors? Would they work? And today we know they do. And we can prove that they do because this is from our audited financials. And if you look at this column here, it's not all on there.
Want the whole thing?
Oh, you just did your half part? Okay, you can do that. I'm going, I don't know where, okay. So, if you look at, thank you. If you look at this column here, total payout by rank, there are 10 ranks in this company from someone with $1,000 business monthly to $1 million going through their business monthly. At those ranks, if you add those up, of the 208 million in revenues that we generated by what? This, helping people learn, building awareness of this brand, of this company and our products. Of that 208 million, $92 million, almost 50% was paid back to us. Is that a good compensation plan?
Mm-hmm.
Is that insane? It is, right? So 92 million, and here's what's beautiful. These 1 to 3 is 1,000 to 5,000 in your business. This shows the lowest check and the highest check, and because of those 6 bonuses, we're going to spend some time later. You can learn more about them. But there's a very